Pretty good one. I think Inferno was often or always going to get banned because they're so comfortable on it. But Ancient, I'm liking this ground. I think this matchup stylistically is going to be very explosive. And for me, I think it's the match of the day. Will it play out that way? We will find out very soon indeed. At least for the scheduled matches, this is the one that I've been most looking forward to. Grayhound will be starting on the T side of Ancient. The first time we've seen this map today. Cloud9 will begin defending. USPs, of course, will be out. No P250. I think this is a good map for a P250. You head towards mid. That's definitely P250 range for a Glock-wielding team. But of course, whether or not you buy P250 depends on what your intentions for the round are. But as we see Grayhound going towards that mid position, I would have liked to see one. They've chosen otherwise. Let's see what happens then. Big odds. Heavy underdog are Grayhound for this one. But they'll get the opening kill. Hobbit dropped. nafany falling back. He's got support from that donut position for the time being. Liaz lurking on that T side. I think Grayhound will be very interesting to watch on the CT side. But that is to come much later. For now, they'll creep in that mid area. They've got a lurker on both sides, actually. Options available to them as they try and force the CTs out one way or another from this donut position. But they've lost the bomb in the meantime. nafany coming out at the right time to support his teammates. This one may collapse for Grayhound. 2 versus 3. Anything can still happen in a pistol round. Inns may have an angle on nafany that he's never going to see coming. Now we're down to a 2v2. This range wouldn't favor Inns if Shiro's full health, but he's not. So that will even things up. A player creeping for both squads in the meantime. Inns looking for that second player. Where is Buster? That's the big question here. He's holding the cross in mid. But then Buster may be wondering where Liaz is as he finds the 1v1 and wins that duel. Liaz takes a headshot through the wall. 69 HP for him. Lovely pre-fire on the angle, but he can't quite make that one connection with Shiro. And the pistol goes to Cloud9.
Yeah, it looked like a good start for Grayhound. They get the initial pick on mid. They have that smoke in so they can get towards Donut. And the molly forced 2 players out towards Donut into the open. But the CTs fought really effectively. The fact that Shiro gets away with 2 kills and survives despite being trapped forward by that molly, that was impressive. Him fighting alongside Axile made a big difference there. Those were the key fights in that round. Grayhound unfortunately couldn't bounce back from it. So competitive pistol round, but this round should be the opposite as Grayhound have full E-code. Chance for the MP9s to make some money. That bigger kill reward you get for the SMG frags. You have to assume for Cloud9, considering they have had 4 weeks with no officials played, that they had some pretty good preparation ahead of this event. I think there's a couple of teams that weren't at the major who are using this as the event to really look towards. Say Cloud9 and Astralis both fit that billing, where you would have expected them to be at the major, but now you want to see them delivering at Dallas instead. So big opportunity for Cloud9 to show they are still a top team. Got off to a good start here, but this will be a bonus round for them, and Grayhound have all the AKs out.
Cloud9 quickly looking to defend that mid position. 2 players swinging around Donut if they need to, but a lot of teaser here. nafany will be oh so important, coming through the MP9 and disengaging before a trade can happen by Sicko in mid. 3v3 then early. This favors Grayhound. 1 minute 30 on the clock for the T side to do whatever they want to. They've got 2 frags in that mid position. They may not understand that the beginning of this was 3 players in mid, but they'll quietly creep towards A. The lurker-ins will fall back from the B bomb site. So who takes the gamble then? Cloud9 will have some problems on this A bomb site as Buster slowly moves through the temple. In's having a look towards mid. You'll find Shiro there, who doesn't have the range with this MP9. We'll try to smoke off the position, but judging by the radar, that really hasn't worked out. Still creeping. Buster could find some great timing here. Alistair not making a sound, I don't believe. Oh, but Buster's found both of them. Secured the bomb as well. Disastrous for Grayhound with the situation they had. Really nice play by Buster, but it's not over yet. Inns has got 30 seconds to find 3 players. No one's showing just yet. He's got to assume he's up against 2. There's the first one. Pulls the grenade out immediately. And there is the trade from Shiro. 3-0 for Cloud9.
Yeah, nice round from Cloud9. I like the way they approach that with the MP9s. Having nafany just fly through that smoke over towards the cave area. Really, really cool to just run and gun with the MP9. Get away with 1 kill. Get back in towards Cheetah. And then I think for Grayhound, just trying to filter into that A site, but Cloud9 having the advantage. Buster, who I think has slowly been improving for Cloud9. Getting a really good bit of impact there. And now Grayhound again forced down to a sub-optimal buy, to say the least. Pistols into this one. Looks like Cloud9 might get rolling early here. Still a bit of aggression from Cloud9, even against the low buy. Buster just going to use that to smoke, though. Very hard for Grayhound to push through that.
Nice work from nafany. Limiting the damage that Grayhound can do in round 4. Lessons are so expensive for Grayhound. Other teams operating out of Europe, playing tournament after tournament, prac after prac, can absorb lessons a lot faster and less costly than when you've got to travel from the other side of the planet. I wonder if they prefer a direct flight to Australia or a connecting one. I thought breaking it up was helpful.
Okay.
But maybe just full sending it feels better when you've got to do it time after time.
Well, it depends if you can sleep on the plane.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm not a good plane sleeper.
No?
No.
I'm massive. I just... I'm too big. I don't know how
I don't
people
know what
do
it is.
it.
I think it's just sitting upright. My brain doesn't allow me to sleep that well.
Yeah. Normally we're in the gamer chair, sleeping upright, sitting upright. But anyway, Greyhounds will be at maximum loss bonus now. They have whatever they want. Alistair wants to find his first kill of the game. This would be a great opportunity to do it. Very aggressive from Cloud9, spamming the grenades into that mid position. nafany will have the sound cues here, but Cloud9 are delivering. 4-on-3 as Axile is taking chances. How does he get that kill? He had a grenade in his hand when he saw Sicko. They surely should have done better than this with that opportunity, Greyhound. But on this occasion, with a minute 20 on the clock, Alistair is in a 1 versus 3. He is carrying the bomb. He has a plenty of clutch in him, but Axile's got plenty of headshots to deliver in mid. A great start for Cloud9 early then. I don't think we've seen a bomb plant yet from Greyhound, or maybe one.
Yeah, it's not felt that close, that's for sure. Defending really effectively.
No bomb plants.
Yeah, no bomb plants. Just having these players on mid, and then Axile, that recovering kill. Very well played. Just loving that angle over towards Donut. They couldn't deal with it. See if Greyhound can maybe force things towards B. That nade won't help. Chunk down early. Couple of nades of their own thrown in towards Jaguar. Only the one smoke for Greyhound, so not going to be easy to breach this B bomb site. Oh, that'll help though. Backside arriving with a deagle headshot.
Grayhound really on the back foot early. Almost halfway through the first half. It's been lightning fast, all in Cloud9's favor so far. Mid hasn't quite been solved just yet. You can see the urgency from Grayhound to push past the B bomb sites into that mid area, but it hasn't really had the results they were looking for. And Cloud9's grenades have been so lethal into the main entrance of mid. Something for Grayhound to think about in a round such as this. Now, with the urgency from Cloud9, do they just try and send it straight into the A bomb site? Because they know that Cloud9 have had consistent presence in that mid position thus far. CT sides are always changing their makeup, though. So it could be an expensive gamble. We shall see. But for now, they've got 20 seconds to expire on this bomb site. Or plant the bomb. Bomb's on the floor. Alistair will need to die, and he'll do exactly that. Here we go. On to the buy round.
Into the gun round that they really need to come through with. Good to at least see this Deeg shot. That was well taken by Vexite. Seems like the up-and-comer that they're looking for. Some good aim from him. Sounds like we have a timeout in play.
Wonder if the
Getting
timeout...
vocal.
Yeah, I wonder if the timeout will encourage Cloud9 to do something different. I'm sure they'll expect something slightly different with this timeout. Against Bad News Eagles, Grayhound had all the advantages. BNE had no money or little money, and Grayhound tried to rush the B bomb site, failed, and lost all their cash. That is essentially how things collapsed for them on Ancient. After doing so well and being in control. And indeed, we do see a different approach from Cloud9. And maybe Grayhound reading that will just send it straight into mid. Look at his presence now. They have got plenty of options available to them. Alistair posted up with the AWP. So if there is a push on A long, in theory, he can shoot and fall back, whether he frags or not. Minute 20 on the clock now. There is an AWP for Shiro as well. Hobbit will be playing very defensively to keep an eye on Red Room. There's the mid presence from Grayhound. No mystery as to what has been taken by the T side for Cloud9. And with that, Hobbit and Buster are going to get active. They're going to try and do something about this. Try and find some information. As Grayhound are still waiting in that mid area. Vexite dropped and no one's in position to answer back to this kill. They're pop flashing into donuts in the meantime. Are they telegraphing their intentions here? Again, Shiro is position unknown, and it will surely be very expensive to find out where he is. Creeping with no lurker. Down goes Liaz. Shiro now will show presence so they can play off of him. He's not the only one here. Exile activates. Alistair still looking for the first kill in this round. And there is Instal going well wide to get Exile as well. Alistair has the bomb in his hand. Smokes are up and the bomb is being planted. Hobbit in a donut position. And nafany's on the way. Buster in Temple. Alistair still looking for his first kill. Now would be a fantastic time to do it. More than two angles, only two players. They're going to have to take some gambles here. Moving towards CT. That'll give them some cover. As C9 try to identify where these players are. Inns will hold position now as that molly's gone too far for him. nafany committing to the bomb plant. Buster holding the angle. Does Alistair get here in time? Goes for a flick onto Buster, but he cannot get around the corner to stop that bomb plant. 7-0 Cloud9.
Yeah, they just stick the defuse. They realize it's going to be so hard for Alistair to get back into position. It's good to see Inns at least getting a couple of kills. He seems to be the one player showing up right now. Too strong with Axile and Shiro both towards this A bomb site. That shot from Inns was great. Then was able to transfer onto Axile, but still left them down in numbers. And Cloud9 running away with things right now. Grayhound have got to change something. Got to find a way in. This time Axel is alone on A. I wonder whether Grayhound are expecting Cloud9 to switch things up. Maybe thinking that Cloud9 won't put that up towards A again in back-to-back rounds. And that would be the right call right now from Grayhound. That A site is pretty vulnerable.
In's trying to...
Axel's moving away from A.
Yeah, Inz is trying to draw attention to the mid position with the grenades he's thrown. That's going to draw Axel and Hobbit to focus on that area. But Axel's starting to wonder now because I don't see anybody there. And Greyhound are just dry peeking the A bomb site. Minimal warning. Eventually they're going to have to press forward, and that might be now as they start to deploy the smoke. So they have position. Axel's got a decision to make if he chooses to go through the smoke or not. Inz will get the entry frag in that respect, as Vex site is still being a nuisance on the other side of the map. Down goes Hobbit, down goes Axile as well. That's the kind of presence we needed from Greyhound. All the telegraphing with all the grenades in that round where they were in mid. Shiro still lurking, 2v3 now. He's not done with this one just yet, and Buster starting to wonder if they should go for it. Vex site's still lurking, so it's 2v2 as far as the A bomb site's concerned, and Sicko's been dropped, which means that Inz is alone. Vex site's been dropped. He's never going to make it to the bomb site to help. Smoke on the bomb, that might help Inz actually, if there's time. He doesn't have an angle for Buster. Buster's too far to the right-hand side. Oh no, not like this, surely! They've robbed the round, they've stolen it. Shiro got a frag, full confidence, and still 0 for Greyhound.
Oh, that's got to be so frustrating for them. They put themselves in such a good position. But Cloud9 claw their way back into the round with those kills. Then they get on that bomb, and because it's planted a little more in the open, you don't really have a perfect position to plan for. If it's planted near the box, you can guess that the player's going to be on a certain side, but because it's in the open, it's harder to predict exactly where you need to spam. Inz just gets it slightly off on the angle. I think Cloud9 had just taken a timeout because I'm sure there was a release after a round win that they maybe weren't expecting to get. One that they managed to bring back.
Oh, that's a horrific way to lose the round there. 2v4 that was. Maybe Greyhound versus Cloud9 isn't the one after all, but there's still time to turn things around here. Cloud9 have a full buy in the bag as well. So there is work to be done for Greyhound. They can still get 7 rounds from this half. Not over just yet. But not many of these rounds have felt close. Mid has been a problem. Have a look at Hobbit on the radar here. Almost looks like he was threatening to start flanking as Greyhound are concentrating their efforts now. But Shiro's in a very dangerous position. He sees the shadow. He has plenty of warning for that peek from Vex side. nafany comes through with 2 as well. Instantly playing off of that. And Axel's here to clean up the mess. Cloud9 are in full control on Ancient.
They have come to play here at Dallas. Last year, they did incredibly well at this event. They had what was kind of the hometown support, being an NA org. The crowd got behind them. They ended up winning Dallas last year, and maybe they want to go back-to-back with how they've started here. I know it's early on, but man, they are just looking incredibly solid right here. Individuals showing up, Axel delivering, spray through the smoke. Alistair just about surviving. I think control will be established for Greyhound.
Shiro, man. Excite survives for now, but he goes back to finish him off. He's not done, Shiro. Every round, you just got to walk into his reticle and fall to get the information. Very expensive, very costly. You'll be heard running away, of course. And Hobbit will take an off angle, which means a second kill for free. Simple and effective. Shiro continues. They continues like this will be a great warm-up game for him. And maybe only a warm-up game, as Grayhound are getting knocked from pillar to post at present. Only In's really putting up the numbers at the moment. Everybody else is getting smashed, really. Zero's still here.
Ooh. Ooh. Shiro should have hit that.
Oh my God.
It's the harder one.
Standard. Man, he is firing too many shots for Grayhound. And what I mean by that is just the more he gets to fire his AWP, the stronger he's going to become, the more fluid he will be. And the test hasn't come just yet. And with this speed, maybe it won't come. But if it does, he's going to be so ready for it. 10-0 for Cloud9. Perhaps it's not just Mirage, where if they win, it can be by quite a big margin. Cloud9 may be a brutal stylistic test here in the opening game of Intel Extreme Masters Dallas. Opening game for these players, that is. Okay,
Oh,
Hobbit will continue the problems here, as Inns is still the man who is facing them. These teams have faced once, and Grayhound won on Dust 2. Seems that Cloud9 are looking for revenge the way they are playing at the moment. Of course, it being Dust 2, it was a while ago. Hobbit coming through, headshot through the wall. He's looking real sharp. 3v3, bomb not planted just yet. Exile rotating through as Inns is doing more than heavy lifting at the moment. He is the one bright spark for the squad. Bomb still not planted as nafany is taking over the game in this particular round at very least. Vexite now has got to clutch this out. 1v1. Where is Exile coming from? He's safe from most angles at the very least. AK on both sides. The kit for Exile moving through with the right eye peek, and there is no mercy to be shown to Grayhound. 11-0 for Cloud9.
Unstoppable right now. nafany there just getting that second kill in the midst of the flames. And even though he gets cleared, he just gets Axel all the info he needed. Axel even have a smoke he could have used, but just decided to take the fight instead. And I think Vexite was figuring, I kind of need to get the info. I need to take the fight in case there is the utility coming. Doesn't work out for him. Cloud9 11-0 up. Everyone's showing up for them.
When I said game of the day, I meant fastest game of the day.
There you go.
No, I didn't really.
nafany fighting for this control. He gets flashed though, but so does Vexite. And nafany, oh, finally traded. Inns hungry. He gets another. Surely Inns has to win them around at some point. He's been playing incredibly.
He's equal now in frags with Exile. 14 apiece. He really has been trying to force the issue. Bomb needs to be collected in this 4v3. Alistair may be the man for the job. They've been 16-0 before and recently. They won't care what the score is. Just one round at a time. Better collect that bomb though. 45 seconds on the clock, and it's time for Cloud9 to maybe move closer to this site. Down goes Buster. Money has been growing somewhat for Cloud9. Exile will be traded. Now Shiro's left in the clutch. He's tagged Alistair already out with the deagle. Now they're lining up for him. Ooh. But Inns is here to finish off the job. Inns again. Inns all over this B-bomb site from round to round. But finally, they've broken the curse.
Yeah, In's the savior at the end because they line up for the Deeg initially. The spam of the Deeg does a lot of damage. And I'm pretty sure In's up now at 15 kills, has the same amount of frags as his teammates all combined. If I can do the maths. Oh, actually, wait. Have I done the right maths?
Never do maths on stream. Never do maths on stream. Always goes wrong.
Don't trust me, guys. Do the counting for yourself.
1 for 12 is Alistair. A nightmare start. But again, it won't be the first rough game that Grayhound have experienced. Great presence from Cloud9 here. Make it a 5-on-3. Again, Grayhound neutered so early. Removing the big weapons. No AWP for you, says Cloud9. One of the greatest orgs in the space.
Ooh.
You can have
Shiro. You can drop back though.
plenty of attempts where that came from. 35 seconds on the clock. The three of Grayhound are spread out, but Inns will soon find an empty B bomb site. And Sicko better make his way over there quickly before someone peeks him in mid. Somehow Cloud9 have got no one on B with 5 players alive in a 5-on-3. And of course with Inns alive, who continues to be a problem on B, he finds the opening frag in the round for Grayhound. But maybe Cloud9 don't care if the bomb is planted or not, if they are confident in the retake. 2 AWPs in the hands of Cloud9 as they start to move forward. See Sicko's position. That's going to be real important. Inns has got the right eye in this duel with Buster. Moving further back, will it be to his advantage as well? Down to a 2-on-2 then. Shiro moving through. No one peeking just yet. And Inns will come through. Inns instrumental in these very few rounds that we have for Grayhound here. As Hobbit doesn't have a kit for some reason. Won't matter on this occasion though. 2 rounds for Grayhound.
The Cloud9 money is actually a little awkward, I think. Weirdly enough. This is the aggression early from nafany. It looked so good, but Inns again gets into a good position, and then they get into post plants. Yeah, they're actually a bit short on cash, a couple of the Cloud9 players. That's crazy, but it gives Grayhound a chance. If they can sneak up to 4 rounds, it's not over. Cloud9 just opening that one gap towards B. Grayhound punished them for it. Once you get into the post plant, it's definitely doable. You see the fights come through at the right times. And still some smiles on the faces of Grayhound.
It's important to see them in good spirits in the first game. Again, they're no strangers to this happening here and there. And that's a good thing. Doesn't affect them. It's whatever. Continuing on as normal.
It's just such a hard carry from Inns, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Doing well in his role at the very least. And again, the numbers will be heading towards the A-bomb site. They need to go a little faster this time. Not quite the AWP for Shiro. The boost will come through. But again, you can see the CT start to reposition. They start to wonder, as soon as there's nothing happening in mid, they have grave concerns towards the A-bomb site. And they'll have almost 3 players here, maybe even 4 now by the time Grayhound start making their way in. Shiro has been patient, but he will be traded. Temple taken by Grayhound. Then Sicko walks into the Deagle. Maybe he doesn't need to walk into that smoke in this scenario. Finished off by Axar, who finds both of them. Oh boy, that isn't easy for Grayhound ever.
What a round from Hackstyle. Quad kill of his own to get up to 19 kills himself. Wide swinging at the end there. Pure confidence. That smoke, though, it just fades at the wrong time for Grayhound. They couldn't get the bomb down while they had the utility up. As soon as it fades, they are in an uncomfortable position. Last round of the first half. Utility missing on a couple of Grayhound players. AK's missing on the ones that have the utility. They're going to go into B straight away. Oh, Edge getting cleaned up. The counter utility too good. Buster with another headshot. And it looks like it should be 13 here for Cloud9. Alistair doing what he can. Galil out. But Buster denies. 13-2. What a half from Cloud9. A lot to do for Grayhound. We'll see if there is any chance for them coming up after this.
Well, that was a very tough half for Grayhound. I've seen some Mirages where they've been smashed, but I think that was worse. They have 2 rounds moving to their CT side in their first best of 1 here at Intel Extreme Masters Dallas 2023. Liaz and Vexite will have the Julies. I looked away expecting a flashbang that never came. Cloud9 have the W key firmly pressed on their keyboards. The bomb will be planted by Shiro. They're on a 3-on-3, just about. Sicko is barely alive, but he is alive. There's a pulse. But for how long? Alistair will try to thin out these numbers with that smoke grenade, but he will be dispatched of. And there's Liaz now in the clutch. 1 versus 2. Pre-firing the smoke there. Looking for the bomb. He's found it, but Hobbit's already made his way out. Oh, nervous situation there, but he just runs past and pops him. And again, the run continues for Cloud9, and there's not much defense from Grayhound in most of these rounds.
Oh, and Hobbit just finds the perfect time to sneak through the smoke. Even though he misses the easier headshot, just comes back to the other side. Gets it second time of asking. I think for Grayhound, you just have to force at this point. You're so far behind, you need to find a way in. You could see Cloud9 in such good form, though, at the start of IEM Dallas.
Yeah, we speak about glass ceilings and so on. The same is true for Cloud9. Not winning all the big matches that we really expect them to. They're responsible for at least one of my gold coins. So on a different level, that is something that we want to see from them as well. Showing us that they can do it. That they can do it many a time. That they have the right people. And they have the nerve as well. They're down 2 players in this round.
Yeah. Get awkward. Ooh, that helps. Get that bomb down and then you'll feel in much better shape here.
They've got 2 smokes. And these could certainly help. If they can get them down before losing another player. That won't be the case though. Buster and nafany remain. Sicko's on the flank. That will be key. Is there a flank on the flank? I think there is. nafany's making his way down. Surely Buster shows presence. Will anyone focus on this? Here comes nafany. That's not a diffuser though. He's got to go for the diffuser. Up the ramp he goes, and that diffuse will be denied. They'll get everything they want, and Grayhound look all out of sorts here on Ancients.
I was a little worried when I saw the spam through the wood. That's not easy to pull off, but the player from ramp arrives. Not enough.
He gave them
the CT, sadly.
Yeah, he gave them tunnel vision in the cave area. Complete tunnel vision. Very easy bait executed by Cloud9. And we go from... Well, it just gets rougher. The texture becomes more unpalatable for Grayhound.
I'd say I'm seeing a smoke outside the map on the mini map from Cloud9. So, you know, still some things to improve upon. Even a 15-2 win.
You know what? That's ruined their performance for me.
I would say so too.
All credit taken away for everything else we've seen now. Just expect better, to be honest.
Ooh. Mister says hello with a nade in his hand. Looks like the A play. Liaz trying to play this annoying angle. Not one you're going to clear all the time. It allows him to quickly fall back if he wants to. The boost is so good, though. Axel traded. Alistair with the scout. But Hobbit's able to get it straight back, and the bomb should be going down any second.
Possibly the end of the line for Grayhound. Not a very long line on this game of Ancients. Sicko and Inns trying to do what they can. That's given the rest of Cloud9 the info. And now Inns, the man with 21 frags, equal with Shiro, trying to beat him to 22. Shiro wants the better KD, so he will fall back. Eating some more now. 9 HP for him as Inns continues to try, but he's got no kit and there's no way for him to do it. He will secure kill 22 though, so he'll top the frags. But Buster won't show until it's all too late. Cloud9 win an almost uncontested game of Ancients.